Hi YouTubers, Eclectic Lil here. I will be showing you my some of my sales for the month of July 2019. Sorry, my camera's bouncing. It'll stop in a minute. um, so I'll get started. This first item I found at this certain thrift shop. They have bags of like toys for $1, and I found this little Russ Berry plush tabby striped cat in that bag. So she sold for $20 plus 4 shipping, and the buyer was very happy. She said she sleeps with it at night. I thought that was cute. So let's see, which way am I going here? I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. Okay, so this next item, these are bandanas. I was at a thrift shop and I went in the section where they sell purses and handkerchiefs and things. There's this 3-drawer container there, and I thought, who bends down and goes through this? So I thought maybe it's been a while. So I opened the drawers and I'm searching through them, and I took out this big wad of new vintage bandanas. The ones that are very popular are the ones that have the elephant with the trunk up, or it says fast color. So these were all the same. They had clovers on them. They were red, and I had 12 of them. And I asked the lady how much. She says, I'll give you a good deal. So I brought a couple other items up, and I paid $3 for everything. So I didn't have very much into these 12 bandanas, and I listed them in the same day. They sold for $74.99 plus shipping, $9 shipping. So I was freaking out. So, you know, whenever I buy something, I do a lot of research and I look into my items, even really usually before I buy them. Not all the time does my phone work in certain stores, but so I had a good feeling that these were some things. So I was so excited that those sold for that much. These bowls, they were marked 3 Mountaineers. They're wooden bowls. They're vintage. They still had the tags on the back saying 3 Mountaineers, and I looked them up, and so I bought these 4. It was really nothing. I think it was like $1 or $2. It wasn't $1, but I know it was like maybe $2, something like that. And they were on for, I don't know, maybe a couple months. And they sold for $14.99 plus 11 shipping. This is a Williams Sonoma. They're paper autumn leaves, made in France. And this was just $1. The package was kind of like messed up a bit, like crushed. But the leaves itself were intact. They weren't folded, or, you know, they were fine. But they sold for $7.99 plus 4 shipping. These are Wonder Winks scrubs. A local thrift shop had several of tops and bottoms. Most matched, but some I pieced together. And they were having a sale, and I think I paid like $1 or $2 the most for a set. And I brought home like 5 sets, I think, and I sold them all for a little bit more. And then this finally sold for $8 plus 8 shipping. And I just put them in the priority padded envelope and send it out. This was, I showed this in one of my hauls. Well, I show pretty much everything in the hauls, but These were interactive Disney books. They're my Pongo SDX readers, and they're from 2010. And I had found the books, and when I was looking them up, I noticed there should be some kind of pen with it, because without the pen, you can't interact with it. And they have little discs up here. See the little discs? And they slide out, and they're supposed to go in a pen. And I remember earlier in the store near the little kitty bags, they have little kitty bags with stuff in them for just $1, sometimes $2. And I remember seeing the pen. So I was able to find the pen and sell it all together. The books were only 50 cents each. And then I bought the bag of toys for $1. So I sold those for $16.99 plus 11 shipping. This enamel fall leaf pin was in one of my $6 bags. Very pretty. I love fall pins, but I just have so much jewelry for myself. I didn't keep it, but I just listed it low. It sold for $2.95 plus $3.75 shipping. Actually, that was an auction. I hardly ever do auctions, but I thought I'd try it out. And it had a couple of bids there. So it sold for $2.95 plus $3.75 shipping. And I'm doing this on, I took screenshots off my cell. I couldn't do screenshot off where it says sold because it always shows the user ID of the person buying it, and I didn't want that to show, so I just did screenshots. I'm trying to figure out when you're on your eBay site how the people, they have all the little tabs up at the top, and I was trying to figure out how they do it. They save the screen and then they click open a new window and then sign in, and then click another item and then sign in, and I don't know, sorry, I'm learning. So this is the best way that I know for right now to show you the items I sold. Anyway, this was a Vogart Crafts quilt blocks for embroidery. I usually spend no more than 50 cents to $1 on these things. Sometimes I find them for a quarter, but the most I've spent for one is 2 or 3 because I know they're bringing a good profit. So this sold for $7.99 plus 4 shipping, and I had that up for a few months. These 2006 Mattel dolls, when I saw them, I knew that these were for a dollhouse. There was the grandma, the mom and dad, the little girl. Then I figured that's an aunt and uncle or an older daughter and son-in-law or whatever. But they usually have the baby and the little boy and whatnot. But I got 6 of them, and they were in a bag with other things for $1 or $2. And so I sold them for $24.99 plus 9 shipping. And they were from 2006. Okay, so here are these Dell and Penny Press. They're puzzle game books. In the thrift shop I went to, I always like to go to their toys and their books first. And these were piled on the shelf. The game books, they're, you know, paperback, large ones, not the small. And they were only $1/4 piece. So I grabbed like, let's see, 10, 20, 30, at least 35. I did leave some on the shelf. And there were some smaller books there too. Puzzle books. And then I go up to the counter and the lady was like, oh my gosh, this other lady was so mad. She goes, because you were buying them all. I said, I didn't buy them all. I said, I left some there. Remember I told that story in one of my haul videos. But a couple of my YouTube subscribers were saying, oh, well, you snooze, you lose. Someone's got to get them. They're there for sale. So anyway. So, this is lot 2. I made 3 lots, and I sold them all. and they were two sold for $29.99. The other one sold for lower, but I did make about 80 bucks, and I only spent I think $8.50 if they're quarter piece, 34. It was about $8.50. So I think that was pretty good return on my investment. So there was 12 in this lot, and I marked the bag lot 1, lot 2, lot 3, so I can make sure I give them the right, lot. And so these sold for $29.99 plus 5 shipping, and I sold. Went medium mail. As long as there's not a lot of advertisements in them, you could send them medium mail. So I shipped it medium mail. Oh, this was a great find. I was down visiting my mom and son, and my husband and I went to a thrift shop that, so jam-packed. And I was looking in the books and the tapes, and I found this new packaged yoga retreat. It's by Beachbody. It's a 3-week yoga retreat, and it was newly sealed. And I got it for I think it was $2, something like that. And yeah, they were having a sale, and so I got it it was 4, but I got it for 2. And this sold within a day or so for $53.99 plus $3.75 shipping. It went medium mail, and yes, I knew that it was going to sell for that much because they were selling really well. So that was exciting to find that. And here's lot 3 of those puzzle books. There was 11 in this lot, and it sold for $29.99 plus 5 shipping. Here's a little Holly Hobby pin. I found that in one of my $6 jewelry bags, and she sold for $3.95 plus $3.75 shipping. There were 3 bids on that. So that's like back in the 70s, 80s, the Holly Hobby. Here's a part of Martin Dingman black penny loafers. These were purchased during a sale, and I think they were I'm gonna say I think they were like $2 per shoe. I got like a couple pair, and the shoes were on sale like 50% off. So these sold for $26.99 plus 10 shipping. And here's a JIE Swedish floral tile. I bought this for $1. It was really pretty, I thought, and I had marked it down a couple times, so it finally sold for $8.99 plus 9 shipping. A Rolf's leather organizer super wallet. This was $1. It was brand new in the box, and it sold for $10.99 plus 9 shipping. It's like an organizer wallet for your checkbook and credit cards, and there's a little calculator in there, but it wasn't working, and I noted that in the description, but they didn't care, so there you go. Thomas the Train 41-piece replacement train tracks. There was several different kinds of Thomas the Train tracks. There was gray and dark gray, and they were in bags, clear bags, and they were only 50 cents for each lot of tracks. So for this lot, I sold them for $22.99 plus 12 shipping. Dark royal blue Lawrence Kazar, New York, silk beaded sequins. This was the 3X. This was really pretty top. I purchased it for $3, I believe. I thought I'd get more, but I had to mark it down a couple times, but eventually sold for 15 plus 11 shipping. This John Deere Ertl warehouse with the tractors, trucks, and animals, and the fence. I purchased this for $7. I thought I'd get a little more, but certain John Deere things don't really go for much anymore. Yeah, if you find like vintage John Deere hats and whatnot, they could go for a pretty penny. But anyway, the buyer said that their little granddaughter was very happy playing with it. So that sold for $23.99 plus 12 shipping. Oh, sorry. Here's a Johnston and Murphy apron tassel dark brown slip-on shoes. Again, just like the Martin Dingmans, these were like $2. They sold for $19.99 plus 11 shipping. Here's that Cabbage Patch pacifier I had mentioned. I had bought some Cabbage Patch clothes, and I was doing more research later on and found that the pacifiers were selling between like, I saw one for 16, one for 18. I thought, oh man, I should have grabbed it because they were only 50 cents each. So I went back the next day to source some more, and it was still there. So I picked it up for 50 cents, and it sold for $10 plus 4 first-class shipping. These are Power 90s. These were newly sealed. I found 2 of them. They were, I believe, $2 or $1.50 each, and they sold for 14 plus $2.75 shipping. You know, and you could ship that media mail. This is a vintage U.S. Army military mechanics tool bag. The guy I got this off of, he said that they use this bag when they're working on planes, and instead of rolling the whole big tool cart over, they just took a few tools they needed, put them in these bags, and then just walked to their plane and did what they had to do. I got that for, I think he wanted 5, and he gave it to me for 2 or 3. And I sold it for $19.99 plus 5 shipping. Here's a vintage fleur-de-lis metal belt buckle. That was in one of my jewelry bags, and I sold it for $13.99 plus 6 shipping. That went first class. Excuse me. These are Killer Loop by Bausch & Lomb. I put hippie. They had purple lens. They were prescription eyeglasses, but I usually sell for the frames only, and I note that in my description, and people could put their own prescription in them. Sometimes people buy them and then they just use them because that strength works for them. But so these were, I bought them for $1 or $2. Very rarely do I spend more than that. I think once I paid $7 for Ray-Bans because it was an original box, and then another pair Ray-Bans sunglass box. So I got all 3 for like $7. But normally I spend $1 or $2. And these sold for $25 plus 5 shipping. And what I do is I keep extra hard shell eyeglass cases around, so when I do sell sunglasses or eyeglasses, I could ship them in those hard shell cases, and that protects them. And you just slip it in a padded priority bag and ship it out. This was a vintage Luca black duffel bag. I bought this for $2. It sold for $24.99 plus 11 shipping. Oh, and when the guy bought this, I noticed I had put um, the wrong name in the title. It was, what did I put? I put Luke, Luc or Lua. It was just a misprint, and I never caught on to it. Maybe that's why it took a couple months to sell. But anyway, I fixed it, but it was too late then. And then I apologized for the error, but he found it. So it was $24.99 plus 11 shipping. It was a nice big, like new duffel bag. Oh, this is great. Okay, so one of the thrift shops we go to, they have this shelving unit, and everything on the shelving unit is like a dime. And so I found these. They were a dime a piece. They were small, maybe 3 inches high, something like that. And they were brass candlesticks. And they were 10 cents a piece. So I paid only a dime a piece. And I sold them for $29.99 plus 11 shipping. I knew they would sell because they were brass, they were small, you know, something unique and different. And so there you go. That was great. The next item is Department 56. These are miniature weather vanes. I had purchased a bag of miniatures for $2, and this was inside. It was new in the box. It's a clear see-through box, and they're marked Taiwan. There's like a rooster, a deer, a horse, an eagle, and then just a regular post. They're so cute, and they're black, ornate looking, and they sold for $13.99 plus 4 shipping. Now these pins, I've been finding a few of these now. These are by Lucinda. She makes various pins, very cool pins using different various materials. And she has like woman pins with girls on it, Red Hat Society girls, animals, just various different scenes. And they're like acrylic coating on the top. And so this I purchased for $1, and I sold it for $14.99 plus 4 shipping. So that was shipped first class. I have a couple other ones too. I'm selling also. These were Sony Sport AM/FM radio Walkman headphones. These were vintage. They were hanging up, and it only had, I believe, like $1 price on it. So I brought them home and tested them, and they sure did work. So these sold for $20.99 plus 9 shipping. It took a couple of months, but they sold. This is a Busilla embroidery kit. It was the Holy Nativity. They had various Holy Nativity ones. So this was the 82825. Some go for like $50 or $60. But this sold for $14.99 plus 8 shipping. And I just put that in a padded envelope and ship it first class. Oh, this was so cute. This is a vintage Gemmy motion activated singing and moving bird. I took it home. I bought it for let's see, it was $1 or $2, and I took it home, put batteries in it. It's so cute. It tweets, and it moves its head, and the mouth moves, and it sings. It was so cute. I sold this quick, a couple days, for $24.99 plus 11 shipping. Here's some more vintage bandanas. These had the elephant with the trunk up, or it said fast color. These four sold for $24.99 plus 4 shipping. Here's the other lot of the puzzle books, and they sold for a little cheaper. The third lot, I don't know why, it just took a little longer to sell. Not too long, but I went down on the price, and they sold for 21, 5 shipping. This is a pink bling wireless mouse by Home Elements. I got this for $1. This took a few months to sell. It's really pretty. It sold for $10.99 plus 7 shipping. I went to an estate sale and was looking through their books, and this book by Ted Kausky, it's Master of Pencil in Watercolor. It was 1959 hardcover book, and I don't know, just browsing through it, the art was just so cool, really pretty scenes. I purchased it for, it was either 50 cents or $1. I sold it for $18.99 plus $3.27 shipping. That went media mail. Oh, these came off my couch. If you look back in my videos in the beginning, I'm on a antique couch. Under the covers, they had blue and white striped covers. Under those covers, there was nice wood, but the couch was white, so I didn't want to, keep it uncovered. So I kept the blue and white covers. They were made specifically for the couch. These came off the leg. The legs finally broke in the back, and we tried to repair it, but it was just too low for us anyway, and we donated it to a Sheriff's Youth Ranch. They help young boys, and they have camps for them and what have you. And so anyway, we donated it. Oh, no. What am I thinking of? The new couch I got from that place. So we bought that from there. The couch was going to be dumped. And before my husband could dump it, a man saw him dump it and said, "Oh, I could really use that. I could fix it, blah, 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 blah." So he was like, "Sure, take it." So it went to a good home. So I was glad because I really liked that couch, but it was too low for us. So at the Sheriff Youth Ranch, I purchased another sofa. It's pretty. It's off-white with pink roses, big flowers. I don't know if they're not roses, but baby's breath and green, light sage green leaves. And anyway, you'll see it one day. I got to finish. Now I got to re-dye my curtains another color because they were blue to match my other couch. Anyway, getting back to what I was doing here. These feet came off the couch. We have no idea where the third one went, but people do use 3 feet. They're the vintage brass claw feet that you'll find on vintage tables and sofas and whatnot. We couldn't find the 4th one. I don't know where it went. But so I sold them for $24.99 plus 8 shipping. They're really cool. Sorry, I went babbling on. Okay, so in Goodwill, I purchased this for $2.98. Thought it looked kind of cool and different, unique. The bottom was marked Belgium, F. I believe that was the artist's signature or mark. And then there's a number. I think it was a 5. I know 3s were 1920s to 1950s or something like that. But I was trying to research, and this is like a glaze. It's called Thulin. It's a drip glaze with the colors, and like an Art Deco piece. So I put $29.99. I bought it for $2.98, and it sold. And I didn't have that listed, but I don't even know, a few days. So that sold for $29.99 plus 11 shippings. Really pretty. this is a Brahmin green croc clutch purse. I got to give credit to my husband. We were in a thrift shop and he found these. He found two, same color and everything. So these were, I think, $2 a piece. And so he sold one and I sold one. Mine sold for $29.99 plus $9 shipping. And again, I wrap it in pretty tissue paper, and I slip it in, priority padded envelope to ship it. This is a Masters of the Universe coloring activity book. It was 1985. It was in pretty good condition. I bought this a while back from a lady that had like a storage sale, and I bought quite a few books from her, and the books were only like a quarter to 50 cents, and I sold this for $8.99 plus $4 shipping. And there we're back to little Tabby. So that's all, folks. So please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I do jewelry haul videos. I do thrift haul videos. Once in a while, I'll throw in some other videos like box openings or like unboxings and metal detecting or crafting or decorating. So yeah, hit the like button, the thumbs up. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day and good luck on your sales. Bye-bye.